Welcome to Test What Teachers Tea Room. Here, you will learn useful tips on how to teach with Test What textbook to achieve the learning objectives in the curriculum. Join us for today's session on Standard English Book 1 for Junior Secondary School.
The first observation is that I've been seeing books. I've seen books, textbooks and workbook everywhere, but I've never seen books like a practice book. Yeah, and I'm seeing it here, practice book. And this tells you that the people who are behind these books are actually interested in learners knowing, knowledge. Because I don't know how much you want to buy these 3 books, but you know, because when children practice continuously, there are a lot of children who want to practice, and their teacher will say, don't write it, don't spoil your textbook. Oh. Even the parents will say, don't write anything in your textbook, only what your teacher gives you, But when you now have practice book, a child has an opportunity to sit down and just, keep getting better. Like somebody told me last week, he said there are some subjects, and I think Dr. Gani will agree with me. There are some subjects that it is not only when exam is around the corner that you read. Yes. You will need 30 minutes every day to be practicing them before you can become an expert. Chemistry, maths, even English, So I'm very happy about that. Now, ma'am, I want to ask you 2 questions. 1, can you just enlighten me? What's the difference between legend and hero?
Legend and what?
Hero.
A hero?
Yeah.
Okay. A hero is a character that has lived and done something great, is recognized, is celebrated. So a hero can also be a legend when it has stayed for a longer period and is being celebrated all over. So it can be a legend.
Okay, now you just said something now. I just picture your word now. There was a time I saw a program, The Living Legend. Well, now you said something, a hero is somebody that has lived. Does it mean that once the person is a hero, the person should have been dead?
No, that's what you mean.
I know, I followed what you said.
A hero is someone that has done something.
Lived?
Okay, sorry, let me
I also studied English. Okay.
But he has done something great and is celebrated, so that's why I mentioned living and dead legend. Yes. Okay, ma, before you continue, I want to say something that is very unique about the workbook. Please. One good thing about the workbook is that it did a review of each topic treated in the test before giving class exercises. Most workbook don't do that. Summary. Yes, a kind of summary of each topic treated in the main textbook before giving exercise. That means it will help the child or the student to recollect what he or she has done in the main textbook. They will now help the child to do the exercises. Thank you.
So my main question now. My main question is this. You said that children, in developing main character, children usually find it difficult to build it. Why do you think so? Meaning that they will write scanty essay.
Okay. Thank you for that question. Now, one thing I've discovered over time is that students find it difficult to develop character, just like I mentioned. But if you're a good teacher, there are basics for developing a character. When I teach my students, I give them the 3 basic aspects of developing a character. One is the background, which comprises the person's nativity, maybe family size, age, maybe if the family is rich or poor. So after that, I also talk about the physical traits, attributes, what you can see, about, or what you can see to, describe the person. It could be the facial structure, the body size, the weight, the complexion. Then after that, we now treat the personal trait. The first one is background, second one is physical trait, and the third one is personal trait. The likes and dislikes, what is unique about the person. Probably is it the way he walks, the way he carries himself, the way he talks, the mannerism. So after I've gone through these 3 aspects of characterization, because you treat literature as well, That way, my student will be able to write about a character comprehensively. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, so over to you. Okay, thank you very much. I had to take that break. Now, while she was talking, I also noticed a few things while going through the book. Yesterday we were arguing or trying to throw more light on Nigerian curriculum, British curriculum. Yeah. So, and she said that the book, no curriculum is superior to the other as it is, but that this book has combined some features of the two curriculums, so that the best part of each of the curriculum to give the child a total experience in the classroom. So, and that leads me to want to add to what she just said, that this book is so unique that beyond the curriculum, because our curriculum says a child should know this, so many questions are structured on how do we understand this, what is the family, and all that. Do you understand? The book goes beyond that question of knowing. So, for instance, the presentation skills in the book comes into play by addressing issues on information and communication management, because that's where we are today. So if a child knows something, you know what you want to do, you know about this topic, what is family or what is culture. So you go beyond knowing what is culture to experience it. So tell us about your culture. There are projects in this book that says, study your culture, tell us one or two unique things about your culture. Place your culture in the global perspective. What are the strengths of your culture? What are the weaknesses of your culture? So when you get this information, you move from information gathering to analysis. So you analyze the information you have gotten back. So in it, you tell us your strength, you tell us, compare it with other people's cultures. You understand? You synthesize the information you have, and then you interpret other people's perspective of their own culture, so that you are not alone in your thoughts or myopic. Yeah. So you become open-minded to tolerating other people's culture. So if you can interpret various perspectives and synthesize all the information with you, you now go into communicating the idea or what you have done to varied audiences. So there, communication has to do with not just writing. You're not writing just for your teacher to mark. There are some projects in that book, you see, they say capture what you have done on camera, upload it, present a PowerPoint, do a PowerPoint presentation to the school, send an email to your principal. So beyond your classmates, you are beginning to already know how to communicate your ideas and how you see your research, kind of. So we are bringing research down to the JSS level, so that when you go up, when you have to do projects, even some people stop at JS level. There are people who stop their education at the JS level. They want them to be able to cope with the work environment when they step out of this place. So every topic, you know, is built to groom you step, so that you understand the step for real life application of what you are doing beyond the textbook, the normal pen and paper reading that we know. So that's one aspect of this book that every school should tap into or imbibe.
If you have enjoyed the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at Teachers Tea Room. Thanks for watching.